is about KEKKYOKU. The grammar of KEKKYOKU is mean, after all, eventually, or in the end, or something. So how to use the grammar of KEKKYOKU? In Japanese, when you use the grammar of KEKKYOKU, the first is to begin some plus and verb and end by conclusion. KEKKYOKU is mean the conclusion. So when you use KEKKYOKU, that means you should have some conclusion at the end of the sentence that you are going to talk about. And by some case they use verb after KEKKYOKU, but some case they don't use. Depend to the situation and the sentence that you are using or you are talking about. So you should know more about Japanese language when you use KEKKYOKU. But to make more understand about how to use the grammar of KEKKYOKU, the next we are going to see some example of how to use the grammar of KEKKYOKU. Sometimes we don't need some plus before KEKKYOKU, and sometimes we don't need verb, but sometimes we need. Just depend to the situation that you're talking about. So now let's see some example. The first example, 結局彼はそれを買わなかった。結局彼はそれを買わなかった。Which means he didn't buy it in the end. He didn't buy it in the end. The next sentence. 私たちは結局この試合に負けてしまった。私たちは結局この試合に負けてしまった。Which means in the end we lost this match. In the end we lost this match. For the first sentence, that you will see that before the KEKKYOKU we don't use some plus. But after KEKKYOKU we don't have verb, right? So we say 結局彼はそれを買わなかった。That means before he didn't buy that product or that thing. He might make many confused about what he want to buy, and he might have some problem or something that he thinking, talking. So at the last one, that he decide didn't buy the product or whatever he want to buy in that time, but at the end he didn't. So the situation like this, we can use the KEKKYOKU to conclude that he buy or he don't buy, something like this. And for the second sentence, you see that before KEKKYOKU we have some plus, right? 私たちは which means some plus. We, right? 結局この試合に負けてしまった。結局 is mean at the last one or in the end, right? この試合に負けてしまった which means we lost this match. So when we have some conclusion about some situation, we can use KEKKYOKU to summarize the situation or to conclude the situation. That what was something that happened. So in this match, if in the middle we don't know that which one will win, but for the end we know that we lost. So we can say 結局この試合に負けてしまった。 The next, お昼は何を食べようかと考えていたけど、結局ハンバーガーにした。お昼は何を食べようかと考えていたけど、結局ハンバーガーにした。お昼は何を食べようかと考えていたけど、結局ハンバーガーにした。Which means I was thinking about what I should eat for lunch, but end up getting a hamburger. I was thinking about what I should eat for lunch, but end up getting a hamburger. This means that maybe sometime for in the lunch time before the lunch time you arrive, you thinking what should I eat today, right? Something like this. But you think maybe hamburger, maybe noodle, maybe something what you are thinking about. But in the end, you decide to eat something, such as in this sentence, they decide to eat hamburger, right? So in the end, we conclude that what we did or what we eat, right? Or what we ate, right? So we can use the conclusion KEKKYOKU. The next, 2時間も会議をしたのに結局何も決まらないで終わってしまった。2時間も会議をしたのに結局何も決まらないで終わってしまった。2時間も会議をしたのに結局何も決まらないで終わってしまった。Which means we had a meeting for 2 hours, but it ultimately and with nothing being decided. We had a meeting for 2 hours, but it ultimately and with nothing being decided. This means that you had the meeting for 2 hours, but you talk many things. But in the end, you have done nothing for make decision about your problem or the meeting problem. So in a situation like this, you want to conclude the result of the meeting that the meeting haven't done nothing for decision or for the solution for the problem. So you say that keikyoku nani mo kimaranai de owatte shimatta. That means at the last one, they end up with nothing being decided, something like this. So I hope that you understand. Thank you very much for watching my video clip. And please help me subscribe my channel if you haven't. I hope to see you about learning Japanese in the next time. ありがとうございました。